Jump code. Please.
We're getting an important piece of breaking news now, and we are now learning that Bangladesh has sent a note verbale to India seeking return of deposed Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Very important development. Remember, Sheikh Hasina, after she was ousted out of Bangladesh, her hometown, she in fact found safe haven in India, and that is also the reason for India being on sticky territory, as the ousted Prime Minister of Bangladesh remains in the country, and now Bangladesh has sent out a note verbale to India seeking return of the deposed Prime Minister. What does it mean for India-Bangladesh relationship, and what does it mean for Sheikh Hasina are the two big questions that will be looming large now. Now remember, after the turmoil that Bangladesh had witnessed, Sheikh Hasina had to flee the country. She in fact found safe passage here into India. She was first wanting to go to the UK, for which she did not have a clear passage, and that's why she first landed in the country. And ever since, she has been in India, and that has been a sticky point between India-Bangladesh relationship. Sheikh Hasina being on Indian soil, even as the government under Mohammed Yunus continues to run with people running amok with the kind of developments that are coming about from Bangladesh. Now that Bangladesh has sent out a note verbal to India seeking return of Sheikh Hasina, we'd have to wait and watch on what will be India's next move. And to answer that very question, we have Siddhant Mishra on the broadcast. Siddhant, what does India do now?
Well, look, this is what PTI is reporting, that Sheikh Hasina, the note verbal has been sent to the government of India, probably Ministry of External Affairs, by the Foreign Ministry of Bangladesh. We are yet to hear from the Ministry of External Affairs here in New Delhi. We are trying to get in touch with them. What do they have to say, whether it's true or not? Second, this has been a demand in Bangladesh since her ouster. In fact, there is a commission also which is currently probing into the cases, the violence that happened during her tenure. Then, there are several money laundering cases that have been slapped against her and, in fact, her son. So all those things are very much in public domain. So in a general public discourse, this was indeed a demand. In fact, the BNP and the other parties have also been demanding. But the Yunus government was largely silent on this. In fact, when Foreign Secretary visited Dhaka at that time, the release that we got from Mohammed Yunus's office, it says that Mohammed Yunus did speak to Foreign Secretary about Sheikh Hasina and how she has been making speeches sitting in India, which is creating tension in Bangladesh. Perhaps that is what he said to the Foreign Secretary. But till now, India has never, kind of used Sheikh Hasina as a diplomatic tool. In fact, the other day, Ministry of External Affairs said it didn't even recognize her as the Prime Minister of Bangladesh, which she still claims she is. Her son also claims that she is still the Bangladesh. The Indian government said that no, she's not the Prime Minister of Bangladesh anymore. The Indian government has maintained a very, very firm position on this. And since we got a call from Indian government, got a call from at the last moment. They had no option left but to allow her to come to India, and that's it. There is no statement beyond that. Neither Indian government has used her as some tool, nor there are any plans for diplomatic or take some diplomatic leverage. But in Bangladesh, the public discourse that India is giving her shelter and she's enjoying all luxuries, etc., etc. That kind of things are being spread by the Islamist groups, BNP, etc., etc. So now it looks like that the government is under immense pressure to, at least on the face, be looking like acting on this particular domain and, sending official requests to the government of India to send her back. Now, I'm still saying that if this is what PTI is reporting, we are still trying to get in touch with Ministry of External Affairs in New Delhi. What do they have to say, whether they have to release any note verbal, whether it's the right method to extradite some politician, because the last I know, it happens through Interpol, or perhaps there are nodal agencies. There is nodal agencies which speak to each other. So in this particular regard, we really need to get more clarity.
Okay, so you were saying, Siddhant, no official communique from the Ministry of External Affairs, whether or not this diplomatic note has been sent from Bangladesh. We also have our colleague Akanksha Swaroop, who's joining us on the broadcast. Akanksha, the fact that the ousted Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is in India since 5th of August, so it's been nearly 5 months that she's been here, and in that interim, she's also in fact spoken about the situation of minorities in Bangladesh. Do you think that possibly did not go down well with the chief advisor to the interim government in Bangladesh, Mohammad Yunus? And he also had in fact said that in as many words that Sheikh Hasina sitting in India and speaking, nobody is really liking that.
Oh, absolutely, Griha. We must remember what Mohammad Yunus had said in September. The chief advisor to the interim Bangladesh government had stated that no one likes Sheikh Hasina speaking while sitting in India. If India wants to keep her until Bangladesh wants her back, the condition would be that she has to keep quiet. So that was the caveat that was presented by the interim advisor back in September. And of late, we've already seen how Sheikh Hasina had condemned the attacks on the minorities, the arrest of the ISKCON spokesperson, Chinmoy Das, ISKCON priest as well. And this all happened at a very critical timing. Remember when Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri was making that very high level visit to Bangladesh, during which also the interim advisor had made this appeal. The Bangladeshi Foreign Ministry had made this appeal that they ought not to keep Sheikh Hasina. And Sheikh Hasina has been very vocal and vociferous in condemning the persecution of the minorities. And that's it's not a surprise when you talk about these developments that are taking place. It is the Home Ministry also, in fact, the development that we are discussing right now is that the Home Affairs Advisor Jahangir Alam Chaudhry has sent a letter to the Foreign Ministry in India to facilitate the ousted Premier's extradition from India. But as Siddhant was highlighting, that we are yet to receive a formal confirmation with regards to the same from the Ministry of External Affairs. But all the commentary and the narrative and the rhetoric that is coming out from the Bangladeshi former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is certainly backfiring for her. How much of a say can India have now in extending her stay? Will this matter now go to the ICC, as has already been discussed by Mohammad Yunus when he met the ICC officials earlier? Will they now be officially taking this matter to the ICC if India continues to have Sheikh Hasina? We'll have to await the broader ramifications of these developments, Griha.
And Siddhant, taking a cue from what Akanksha has just mentioned, in fact, we will go back to both my colleagues, Siddhant and Akanksha, in just a bit. This is a huge development. That is something that we are learning of, that Bangladesh has sent out a diplomatic note to India, something which has not yet been confirmed by the Ministry of External Affairs over here. We're waiting for that confirmation, and that is seeking a return of the deposed Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Ms. Sheikh Hasina, who has been in the country since 5th of August. We go into a very short break with that.